Hello, I'm Maciej Mikos and you're watching World Talks. Poland has a new national football team coach. Jan Urban is taking over the battered ship with the first goal of bringing back its former captain, Robert Lewandowski, back on board. And to discuss the White and Red's future, we're joined by Piotr Żelazny, reporter at TVP Sport. Good afternoon, Piotr.
Good afternoon.
So, how would you characterize the new coach? What's Jan Urban like?
Well, he's very Spanish, I would say, because he played for many years in Spain, and he used to coach Spanish teams, Osasuna, Pamplona. So he has this he's more easygoing than some of the Polish coaches, I would say. He's always smiling. He's very nice to the media. He's very nice to the people and to the players, and players love him. I can't really recall any former Jan Urban's player who would say anything bad about him.
I can at least recall one who maybe never said anything bad, but added to Jan Urban changing his job. So there is one, although stationed in Poland, a former German international.
Which one?
Lucas
Podolski, you mean?
Yep.
Well, but I would say that they had some issues. Yeah, they had some issues, and they had some. They exchanged some arguments, and it is sad that Podolski somehow influenced Urban out of Górnik Zabrze, but Jan Urban came back there to Górnik, and they got along pretty well together, and I think that they speak of each other very highly, and Lucas Podolski has been asked. I think Piotr Koźmiński was the journalist who spoke with Lucas Podolski, and he spoke about Urban very highly. So even though they had some issues, there is still mutual respect.
Well, let's get back to the national team then. How do you think he will, Jan Urban, how he will manage the team, which, well, in the past few years has been troubled by multiple scandals?
Yeah, that's true. I think it's not only national team, but the federation itself has been troubled by multiple scandals, as you said, this working in this federation, working in PZPN right now in the Polish FA, is something really. I would say that I don't envy Jan Urban working in those circumstances, so to say, because Cezary Kulesza is not the boss you would want to work with. But Jan Urban has the most important task right now in front of him is of course to speak with Robert Lewandowski and to bring him back to the national team, and I'm pretty positive that it will happen. I'm pretty sure it will happen because, as I said, Jan Urban is a guy who can. Who's very likable and who can speak with players. He himself was a very good football player in the 80s and beginning of the 90s. He played in Spain. His famous hat-trick scored at the Santiago Bernabeu with Real Madrid. He will speak with Lewandowski on the same level, so to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's one question though, because there's one thing, coming back to the team, and another thing is coming back as the captain. So will he be the new old captain?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I just cannot imagine Robert coming back to the national team without the armband. So I think that it's like. The only way he can come back to the national team is to come back as a captain. I just cannot imagine this. And Yeah, because of his, because of who he is. I wouldn't say that Lewandowski is the best captain that ever existed. No, I think that sometimes he was like not really involved in the team's life. We all know this, but he's Robert Lewandowski. Yeah, he's the best player probably this nation ever had. So he has his own. He has his special. He deserves his special treatment, so to say. And Jan Urban is a guy who can. Who treats some of his stars in a special way. Yeah, it has been said. For instance, in Legia Warsaw, he had a Serbian international, Daniel Ljuboja, a very famous player, one of the biggest names that ever played in Polish league. And Ljuboja was, of course, towards end of his career, so he was 36, 7, 5. I can't remember the exact number right now, but he was treated differently. He could train less. He could. He had his own, training methods, so to say, and during the weekend he was the best on the pitch. So Jan Urban can also explain other players that some of the stars, older stars, deserve special treatment. I was today with one of former players of Legia, Michał Kucharczyk, in the TVP studio, and that's what he said. That at the beginning he was like. He didn't understand this, that the Ljuboja can train less, that he can choose which training sessions he will attend, and so on and so on. But again, when it came to the game, he was the best on the pitch. So
you think the same will apply to Lewandowski? I get it. But what will the team play like? Could the coach be considering a change in tactics?
Yeah, for sure. He will change the setup and the tactics. Yeah, I think that Jan Urban's team will play with the back four, not back three, as we used to play, as Poland used to play under Michał Probierz. And yeah, I think it will be much more pleasant football. Yeah, because like I said, Jan Urban is. I would even call him a Spanish coach in some way, yeah. And he always underlines that he loves Spanish way of playing. And of course, we don't have such players like Spain has. But yeah, we will try to be the version of Spain that we can be, you know. So yeah. I'm pretty sure that Jan Urban's team will be more technical, more short passing, and yeah, much more concentrated on the offensive side of the attack. So yeah, I hope it will be much more pleasant to watch than Michał Probierz's team, not to mention Czesław Michniewicz, which was that team was unwatchable.
Well, the attractiveness of the style counts, of course, but what counts the most? The score. Right? The score counts. Of course, and therefore, my last question: should Jan Urban be fired if he fails to qualify for the 2026 World Championship tournament?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's Cezary Kulesza's fifth national team manager. We're changing managers like too many changes. None of them can build anything. None of them can trust his own process, so to say, because they have to win, and of course, national teams. It's not a typical team. It is obvious that the demands are very high, and the whole nation is watching. But you won't achieve any result when you will be changing coaches all the time. So no, I don't think so. I think that Jan Urban should stay for a longer period. And it is very surprising that Cezary Kulesza didn't tell us, I mean, the public, nothing about the contract. Yeah, he refused to answer for how long the contract was signed. It's very unprofessional. But on the other hand, what can we expect from this federation and from Cezary Kulesza? I mean, it's one of the worst football chiefs you can ever imagine. Yeah.
Piotr Żelazny, TVP Sport. Although critical sometimes, very hopeful today. Thank you very much, Piotr.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching and stay with us for much more here on TVP World.